anchoring to the truth of who you are. When you feel swamped by your own unresolved emotions, or trapped by trauma or despair, and have lost your sense of self, remembering you are more than just what you have experienced can shed light into the darkness you feel. Despair can deprive you of your awareness of your own core essences, which are the conscious energies that originate from the truth of your soul and from your origin. This includes love, compassion, kindness, patience, to name a few. Recognizing and respecting yourself as a significant soul can be a stepping stone to recovering from the trauma you have experienced and from the distorted self-perceptions that leave you believing you're not good enough. Others may shine a light into your darkness, but they cannot sustain it for you. You have to be the one who accepts and brings the light to the darkness, which is difficult if you have forgotten the true value of your own core essences. When you have forgotten the core essences of your soul and are left believing they have been ripped from you, you feel lost and aware of a void within. The void you feel is your separation from your awareness of your soul and the burden of your soul denial. The lost feeling is an awareness that you, or part of you, is trapped in a cesspit of indifference against yourself. This can leave you indifferent to life and yourself, denying and devaluing the truth of who you naturally are. Feeling lost means you are aware that something is missing, and becoming curious about what is missing can be the starting point to bridging yourself back to being aware of and in tune with the truth of your exquisite soul. Finding your way back to the truth of your soul can be a journey full of uncertainty and bouts of overwhelming emotions. You can become fearful of your own unresolved emotions, creating a crippling sense of vulnerability. But to stay trapped by your own unresolved emotions and distorted perception of yourself is also a perilous journey. The willingness to be curious and to lean into and objectively observe the reality of your own unresolved emotions is an opportunity for resolution. To remain trapped is to deny yourself the opportunity, and you are worth more than hiding in your denial. You are worthy of your own effort to uncover the truth of your soul. This is your life, and you are a significant soul, but you have free will. So exploring the truth of yourself is a choice that only you can make. When you feel lost, being supported by others is invaluable, and finding the place that is safe for you to explore the reality of your emotions can be part of the process of learning to self-nurture. However, you are the pivotal point. You are the bridge and the interface to your emotional reality, which means accepting your natural worth is imperative to your resolution. When you choose to nurture your soul and seek to liberate yourself from the oppression and despair you feel, you are acknowledging your own value, worth, and significance. You may not fully comprehend that you are moving towards your own self-acceptance, but discovery is a major part of the process. When you feel broken, overwhelmed, and demoralized, thoughts of value, worth, and significance can become surreal concepts that are easier to say than feel and respond from. Accept all souls are of value. Acknowledge all souls are of worth. And remember, all souls are significant. Then remind yourself that you are a soul. When you feel trapped in your unresolved emotions, this understanding can help ignite your own spark of curiosity about the truth of who you are. One truthful thought can alter your self-perception, and your curiosity can lead you from your own soul oppression. You are both your soul's consciousness and unconsciousness. Your soul's unconsciousness is the storehouse of that which is unresolved and burdens your soul's consciousness. It is your emotional baggage. Your soul's consciousness is the divinity of your soul, and you are the interface between the two. What you decide to value, nurture, and explore is important and deeply impacts how you experience life. If you are feeding your unconsciousness with negative self-beliefs and ignoring your consciousness, which is the natural essence of who you are the oppressor of your soul. When you become accustomed to feeding your unconsciousness, you lose awareness of how the core essences feed your soul. When you explore and embrace your own core essences, you can create a ladder to climb out of your emotional hole, a harness to support you whilst in the midst of confronting experiences, and a soft, comforting blanket that warms and shields you from the coldness you observe and feel. To climb out of an emotional hole, you have to be prepared to acknowledge and use the ladder you create with your core essences. You may find the first rung easy and fear moving to the second because you have to step away from what is familiar. It is imperative to acknowledge what has become your familiar and to realize familiarity does not create safety. Familiarity means you have got used to something and conditioned yourself to tolerate it, which does not necessarily stem from any truth. Familiarity also means you have knowledge about what is going on, which means you also have a choice in how you respond. Indifference can be tolerated, but that does not mean it is not harmful. Distortions, lies, oppression, and indifference can become your familiar and overshadow the truth who you naturally are, which changes your perception of yourself, life, others, and truth. Resolving what is overshadowing you, which is a process, enables you to feel the truth of your soul. Natural is not constructed, but it can be explored. Distortions, lies, oppression, and the compulsion to be indifferent to yourself are constructs and create pain, despair, fear, and negative beliefs. However, what is constructed can be dismantled, and what is natural is revealed. Your soul's consciousness is never damaged. When you devalue yourself, you hide from your awareness of your soul, which can leave you layering many unresolved emotions over the truth of yourself. Your soul's consciousness is the purity of your soul, which can never be corrupted. Although you can silence your awareness and deny your soul inside. Your soul's consciousness is the part of you that strives for resolution of that which is causing you to forget, devalue, and deny. You are a significant, unique, independent, individual soul of your origins of truth, divinity. The ladders, harnesses, and blankets you create with your core essences will be used many times, as resolution is not a one-off event. You aid your resolution by valuing and accepting the worth and significance of your core essences. Self-nurturing results from acknowledging your own natural significance. Understanding your core essences as part of who you are enables you to comprehend the truth of yourself, which can support you to objectively observe that which is unresolved. Your unity with your own core essences liberates you from any self-imposed prison that has become your familiar. There is a purity to the truth of who you are. It cannot be emulated, as it is just the natural truth of your soul. The natural essence of the reality of your soul is not a belief, it is the truth of who you are. The core essence of your soul is unconditional love. which is the unification of many core essences. For example, acceptance, appreciation, care, clarity, compassion, dynamicism, freedom, grace, forgiveness, harmony, honesty, hope, independence, individuality, integrity, joy, kindness, loyalty, patience, peace, purity, serenity, trust, truthfulness, and uniqueness. And I think you should add your own personal core essence to this list that you find within your soul, anchoring to the truth of who you are, written and spoken by Lorraine Nilon. Chapter 6 of Breaking Free from the Chains of Silence, a respectful exploration into the ramifications of abuse hidden behind closed doors.